This is Chris McGarrahan with our audio update for Friday, December the 5th, 2014. Now, before I get into some announcements, I just want to cover a very important subject as we move into the new year, and that is creating the right environment for what you want to achieve in the year 2015, setting yourself up correctly. And many people are just not set up for success. They have not created the right environment. Now, this is all in the gym training, everyone, but one of the things in the gym training is constantly go back and master the basics. So I just want to cover a couple of points here. And I want you to think about the gym training as it really does give all the right answers to set yourself up to be, do, or have whatever you want. And again, this is a great thing to refocus on as we move into the year 2015, into a new year. So number one, do you have a chief aim, and do you see it every day? Do you have a chief aim, and do you see it every single day? Are you using the power of auto-suggestion by surrounding yourself with images of where you want to be or where you want to go with your life? Now, auto-suggestion or automatic suggestion actually circumvents the logical part of the brain, and it goes straight into your subconscious. So auto-suggestion, seeing pictures, visual images of what you want to get, and it automatically going into your subconscious is one of the most powerful tools that you can use. And that's why we encourage people to do a dream board, to do a vision board, to revisit it on a regular basis, to change it, to put new images up. If you want a new car, to go to the car dealership and see it, look at it. And again, this is called the power of auto-suggestion, one of the most powerful tools and principles that we have. And I would just encourage you to kind of reset, to readjust your thermostat in that area as we move into the new year. Number two, are you surrounding yourself with the right people? We all know that who we are around determines a lot of the time what we think. Are you part of a mastermind group? Do you go to local chapter meetings? Are the people that you hang out with, do they have aspirations, dreams, and goals? Do they want to move the ball forward? And this really is key, because that's how we get inspired. That's how we challenge ourselves, is by having the right people around us. So number two, are you surrounding yourself with the right people? Number three, the third point, are you overly planning? I've recently sat down with some people, and as I talk to them, they're talking about steps that aren't even on their horizon yet. They're 7 and 8 and 10 steps ahead. They're really focusing on the how. They're being overly analytical. Now, these people weren't in gym, just to let you know. It was a business meeting that I had, and they really were just focusing on stuff that just wasn't part of the why. It was just how, and it really was just analytical. And in my opinion, the chances of them or any of those steps happening, 8, 9, and 10, just probably aren't going to happen. And that's why we focus on the why and allowing the law of attraction to work for you by simply taking the next logical step. And then we'll see clearer. So number three, be careful that you're not over-planning, that you're not being overly analytical, that you focus on feeling good, that you focus on your why, and that you do take the action of the next logical step. It will appear to you. Once the why is in place, the next logical step will appear. So one, do you have a chief aim? Do you see it every day? Are you using the power of auto-suggestion? 2, are you surrounding yourself with the right people? And 3, be careful that you're not overly planning. Use the gym training. It works. Focus on the why and take the next logical step. Now some announcements and updates. Firstly, tomorrow, Saturday, December the 6th, in Chicago, Illinois, Blaine Athorn, for his Saturday training, still has some open seats. So if you're anywhere around the Chicago area, I would encourage you to go to that seminar. Registration's still available online. Register and get to that seminar. That's going to be a powerful program. Next, the cruise is sold out. We continually have people email, can I get on the cruise? The answer is we can't. It is sold out completely. And I just want to congratulate the people that registered for the cruise, because it is going to be a fantastic event. I know some of the things that are going to happen. It's going to be a fantastic event, and there will be hundreds and hundreds of gin people on this cruise that will build a mastermind group, an association like never before. I'm just going to say that, like never before. So again, congratulations to everybody who managed to register and is going on the cruise. Next item, again back to tomorrow, Saturday, December the 6th, in Seattle, Washington. Troy McClain is doing a program, but that program is sold out. There are no more seats available. Matter of fact, it's been oversold a little bit. I also recently did a program in Ottawa, Canada, and that program, again, sold out. Now, here's the point of this. Things are really picking up in the Global Information Network as we move into the new year. And our events and trainings are selling out, everyone. So as soon as we announce an event, I'm just going to encourage you to register for it immediately. Because when we book events, we don't know who all the people that are going to register. We do a guesstimate of how many people we think are going to be showing up or attending, and that's what we book. And then if it sells out, it sells out. There's just nothing we can do about it because the space is already booked. So I'm just going to encourage you. Any events that are announced, register immediately. As soon as the registration is available, I'm going to encourage you to register immediately. In addition, we have new people joining the Global Information Network every week. We have members upgrading every week. We have new webinars that have been released every week. And we've introduced new topical group-specific webinars. Matter of fact, we just released our first one for ladies by professional supermodel Cynthia Mora. And the topic of that webinar by Cynthia is what 97% of women do with their own self-worth. I'm going to say that again. What 97% of women do with their own self-worth. Now, I've watched that webinar, and there's just some fascinating statistics on that webinar. And I would just encourage you, ladies, to watch that. Again, guys, if you want to learn a little bit about women, that would be great for you to watch as well. So that webinar is on the website right now. That just got released this week. And again, this is our first topical webinar for ladies. And we're going to continue with these categories that we announced at Family Reunion. Matter of fact, we'll soon be releasing, very soon, our first webinar for the Gin Young Entrepreneur Program, again, that we introduced at Family Reunion. By the way, on that, we also have a Facebook group for Gin Young Entrepreneurs. So if you're a Gin Young Entrepreneur, you want to join that group, get on Facebook, join it, and you'll hear from some of the young people that are building businesses, doing fantastic stuff, and applying the Gin principles. So again, that will be a program we're really going to be focusing on in the year 2015, Gin Young Entrepreneurs. And again, the first webinar is coming very soon. Now remember, this is in addition, as I talk about these topical webinars, this is also in addition to all the new webinars that we release every single Saturday to our general membership. We have a fantastic array of new webinars, and we're actually getting ready to release some webinars in 2015 that I promise you will blow your mind. I already know the people, I know the topics, and we just have, I'll just say this, because I want to under-promise and over-deliver. We have fantastic information coming for you in the year 2015. And if you haven't seen any of the new webinars that we've just released here over the past couple of months, go back and look at them. We have a library of webinars, everyone, that is worth millions of dollars, literally millions of dollars that information is worth if you apply it to your life. And the array of different topics and different speakers that we have just is available nowhere else. So I encourage you, plug into our new webinars each and every Saturday. Next item, we do want to start, and when I say we, I mean the Global Information Network, the year 2015 with a bang. So you may just want to take a couple of notes on this. Just write these dates down. Starting in January, we're going to have more free Saturday trainings. Now, I can just let you know, in 2015, you're going to be hearing from a lot of different speakers. But starting off in January, and again, you may want to write these dates down. Saturday, January the 10th, I will be in Dallas, Texas, doing an all-day Saturday training. And the title of this training will be Money and the Law of Attraction. I'll say that again. Money and the Law of Attraction. Now, this is a very interesting subject, everyone, because a lot of people misunderstand how the law of attraction works regarding money, making money, attaining money, getting money, saving money, wealth, how the law of attraction works towards it. This is a very interesting subject, and I'll be covering that all day long in Dallas, Texas on January the 10th. Next training in January, again, Saturday, January the 17th. Blaine Athorn will be conducting a Saturday training in New Jersey. That's Saturday, January the 17th, the following week after the one in Dallas. And the title of Blaine's seminar is Beat Your Own Best in 2015. B-Y-O-B. Now, as you write this down, make sure that you get the first word correct. It is beat, B-E-A-T, beat your own best, not be your own best. Beat your own best. Now, I've known Blaine for 20 years and studied under him extensively during that period of time. And one of the things that Blaine's taught me is to be better every year, do better every year, achieve more every year. And by the way, everyone, this is a formula that Blaine will be teaching. It is not a theory. It's not esoteric. This is actually a formula. It's a series of principles that you can apply to beat your own best. So whatever you've attained in the past, how to beat that, how to do better. So I would encourage you to attend that seminar in New Jersey, January the 17th with Blaine Athorn. Put it on your calendar now. Next, also on January the 17th, in Denver, Colorado, January 17th, Denver, Colorado, Gin CEO Troy McClain will be conducting a training titled Practice What You Teach with Positive Principles in Motion. Practice what you teach with positive principles in motion. Now, I can give you a couple of keys as to why this seminar is a must-attend seminar. And it has to do with something that people really get hung up on, get confused on, don't know what to do. And it has to do with authenticity, being you, and winning, getting what you want just simply by being you and applying these principles that Troy is going to teach. Now, Troy has become successful, and I think we'd all agree, by being himself. He's not tried to become anyone else. And this is where a lot of people fail in what they want to attain. They look at someone who maybe has what they want, and they try and be or act like that person. And it simply isn't who they are. It's not in their soul. It's not in their gut. And it doesn't work for them. Well, Troy has mastered this. Being successful by being you. Troy doesn't act. And for those of you who watched Troy on The Apprentice with Donald Trump, the show The Apprentice, Troy was exactly the same Troy back then on that show that we all know today. And he almost won that show just by being himself. And that authentically came out. It came through. His energy was picked up by all the viewers, was picked up by Donald Trump and the panel, that he really was just being himself. And he almost won the show. And the reason that many people believe, including me, that he didn't win that show was because he didn't have a college degree. But he almost won the show, really against all odds. But it goes to show the power of just being yourself and applying the Jinn principles and winning, getting what you want. So here's the point. Troy's going to show you exactly how to do that, how to win by being yourself and applying these specific principles that he's going to teach, and that is on January the 17th in Denver, Colorado. Now, these events that I just announced here in January are not open for registration at this point. And the reason I am announcing them on this call is so you put them in your calendar. As we move into the holiday season, things get busy and people get distracted, and we just want to make sure that you get those dates now, write them down, and make sure that you attend one of those seminars in January. Again, they're free. You just have to register for them on the Jinn website. We will send out an email, everybody, when registration is open for those events, and that will happen certainly in the next couple of weeks. So we have a very exciting set of circumstances and time in the Global Information Network. We hope that you feel it. We're just excited out of our minds about all the stuff that's coming in 2015. And remember, we are in a serious under-promise and over-deliver mode. And I can just tell you, we're working on some stuff for 2015 that I think you'll be very impressed. Let me say it a little stronger. I think it's going to blow your mind, some of the things that we're going to introduce in 2015. So again, put these dates on your calendar. The cruise is going to be fantastic. And with that, this is Chris McGarrahan. I look forward to seeing you at an